AVC, it's Jamie back with you once again, back with another stack of wax this time. Something a little different for this one. These are some records that I came across that are still sealed. And I would imagine that these are at least original or early pressings of some records, mainly from the late 60s, early 70s. Nice little variety. We're looking at, from what I gather, psych rock, kind of psych folk. Also, we've got blues rock, kind of disco funk, and even some pretty much a basic pop kind of stuff. So, I don't have a lot of information on some of these records. Kind of took a chance, and yeah, I haven't opened them yet. So we'll take a look inside and see what we got. Okay, so the first one I've got here, this was from 1969. It looks like the album is it looks like the band should be called Joyride, but the band is actually Friend Sound, and the album Joyride. Don't know a lot about this, not a lot of information available, but this came out in 1969. Very much described as psychedelic rock. I've listened to a little bit of it online. Sounds pretty wild, but this is still sealed. So I'm gathering this is an early pressing. Now it's got this little, hole in it, but there's no like break in the shrink or anything like that. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but it's clearly still sealed. So let's take a look inside. As I say, I haven't had a chance, obviously, to play any of these, but thought I'd open them along with you, so we would take a look inside. But I've seen this album. As I say, I don't know much about it, but I've certainly listened to a little bit of it online, and it sounds pretty freaky. It sounds fun. So let's take a look inside, especially for these older albums. Boy, they seal them nice and tight here. Just bear with me for a sec here while we open this up. And I'm going to keep the shrink on as best we can here. Okay, so cracking this open up. And again, certainly for those in the VC, if you have any further information, because I've looked online, there's not a lot of information on some of these. So this one doesn't have any sleeve inside. So just opening it up like that. And boy, it looks nice. It's on RCA. But no sleeve inside whatsoever, which is interesting. Keep the shrink on there, but yeah, no sleeve. So we'll just pop that back in there for now. And we'll enjoy this. Friend Sound and Joyride. Love the cover. A musical free-for-all. Love it. So yeah, please feel free to comment if you know information on some of these albums. Okay, hopefully I'm pronouncing this individual's name correctly. This is described as kind of psych rock or psych folk, probably a little bit more psych folk. This is a fellow by the name of Dennis Oliveri, and he is an actor. He's apparently been featured in the movie Phantom of the Paradise, which was the rock takeoff of Phantom of the Opera. And I guess he put out a few albums of kind of psych rock, psych folk. And again, this is sealed. And this one came out in I believe 1968. And this is a Canadian pressing. Okay, so again, let's take a look inside. Yeah, don't often come across sealed albums like this, so it's kind of fun to check them out. But as I say, I've been surprised there's not a lot of information on some of these albums that I've tried to get some details on. Okay, almost in here. Oops, just one sec here. Okay, just about in here. And this one also has no sleeve, so I don't know. Were these resealed? Is that possible? But no sleeve in this one, so. But there we have. Okay. All right, moving right along. Don't know if I'm pronouncing this individual's name properly. It's Jilldrogas, shadow boxing, described as kind of rock or blues rock. Again, kind of a fun cover there. So, as I say, I don't know very much about this individual. This album came out in, what was this, 1975. Shadow Boxing. Okay. And yeah, so let's take another look inside. Okay, this one we have a sleeve. And I guess it's not terribly unusual. Some of the albums are from the 60s, you know, and early 70s. They didn't all have sleeves, but it's surprising that these wouldn't have any sort of sleeve. So I don't know. Were they resealed? It's possible. Quite possible. Okay, so pull it out like that. It's got a nice sleeve and a nice insert as well. So we'll take a look at the thumb label. Like that. I'll just put that over here, and very nice insert with the lyrics. Very nice, very cool. I'll enjoy listening to that. Shadow Boxing. Okay, there you go. There's that. And yeah, we got just a couple more. This one, when I was looking at it, I really couldn't figure out what the title of the band was. Is it, at first, is this TLC? No, I don't think it's TLC. Okay, and then looking, is it LTC? And it looks like LTC is... And then is the band, is the album called Exchange? And then quickly looking it up online, the band is LTG Exchange. And this is kind of disco funk from the early 70s. This one came out in 1974. Again, don't know much about it. Listened to a little bit of it online. It has a nice funk kind of thing going on. And I don't know how many albums they made. I think this is pretty much, this is their debut one, or the self-titled one. This is LTG Exchange. And again, sealed. So let's take a look inside. And as I say, it's, you know, occasionally, you know, it's nice to take some chances, you know, with some albums. Like, you know, if you keep buying the stuff, you know, eventually it's just nice to branch out, maybe take a chance, listen to something, and, you know, kind of open things up a little bit. Okay, almost in here. Sorry for the delay. Certainly some of these early albums, oh boy, they're sealed tightly. I think we're just about in. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. And interesting, this one again, no sleeve on this one. Wow. Yeah, no sleeve. Okay. Maybe I got a bunch of resealed albums, who knows. And this one also on RCA. This one came out in 1974, I believe. Yeah, 1974, but okay, there you go. There you have it, and we got one more for you. This is a band, again, I don't know too much about it, a group called Cross Country. I believe this was their one and only album. Some of the information I found online, this was made up of members of the Tokens. Had to hit the line Sleeps Tonight, so this is definitely going to be very pop-oriented, and they do a cover of In the Midnight Hour on this one. So here's the track listing. The features In the Midnight Hour. Now this one's a little frayed, and it looks like it is gatefold, just a touch worn up at the top there. So let's, I think we're going to have to crack this one right open. Cover is kind of interesting. Okay, so we'll put that there. And let's open it up and see what we see. Okay. Okay. That, and give you a full impression of the back there. Has some nice artwork, I think. And this one has a sleeve, nice to see, and on the Atco label. Okay, Cross Country. There you go. So I'm going to do some exploring. And again, if you have information on any of these albums, if you're familiar with them, certainly I would imagine there's somebody going to be quite familiar with Friend Sound and Joyride. I have seen that album cover before. I'm not sure who's presented it, but yeah, if you have some information, definitely let me know. So Yeah, that's just about going to do it for this one. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and certainly we'll chat again. I've been buying lots of vinyl recently, the rabbit hole of vinyl. But yeah, so we'll have lots more videos to come, and yeah, so have yourself an absolutely terrific weekend. And I haven't said it for a while. If you can, like and subscribe, and certainly appreciate all the comments and all of the new subscribers. I really do appreciate it, and thank you very much. And check out some of the great YouTube channels out there. There's more and more to discover. So have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.